Hey friends, we're headed into a new to me Disney market. It is called the Magical Market, and we're going to check it out. This one I couldn't pass up because it is so close to me. It is at Horizon West Middle School in Windermere. So nice that they do some ones in different areas. I kind of think this is a new one, but I'm not totally sure, so we'll find out. Come on along. Scratch that. I had a terrible day of filming. I kept running out of space on my phone, which is the only thing I was carrying with me to film, and it just didn't work out. So I deleted all of that, and I'm just going to focus on the booth that I enjoyed the most. So it was a great market though. There were a lot of vendors I hadn't seen at some of the other markets. There were some interesting things like a balloon vendor that did balloon animals for the kids, and I think they did parties and stuff. And there were a lot of 3D printed vendors doing all kinds of stuff, some fun stuff with that. There was a popcorn vendor making the mixes like they do at Disney World in Magic Kingdom, and I think now in Disney Springs. And just a lot of fun vendors. So it was definitely worth checking out. This was their first one, but they will be doing more. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think I corrected the name in the beginning, but it is Magical Meetups that is held in Windermere, Florida right now. I don't know if that's their permanent location or they'll do other locations. I guess we'll find out. So the vendor that you just saw in the last part of my video was Quill and Curio. So I met the owner, Gabby, and her husband are the makers. It was a create your own bookshelf, mini bookshelf vendor, which was so cool. I had a lot of fun with it and had a lot of trouble deciding, but you could go and you picked your shelf, and then you picked your curio items, and then you picked your books. And she had this catalog of books, and they come, I'll show you my shelf in a minute, but the books come like this. They had different colors, and so it's just a blank book that is 3D printed. And then she had the labels, and she had a big catalog of labels, and there was everything from mystery and thriller to romance, romantasy. There were children's books, Harry Potter, a little bit of everything. So it was kind of fun to go through that. And I tried to pick out books that either I had read or by an author I like, or I did do a couple of children's books as well. So I'm going to show you what you do with these, how to put it on, and show you my shelf. And I hope you'll check her out. I'm going to include, if it works out, I took a picture of the QR code. I'm going to include that at the end, so hopefully it's usable, but I'll also include her details in the information so you can link to her and check this out. Oh, and it was a really good value. It was the shelf, I think 3 curio items and 10 books with the selection of the book covers for $35 maybe. I thought it was a pretty good deal, and it was just really fun. It's something different and kind of cool to see at a booth. I've seen other ones similar that are creating like a plant station or something, but everybody's into the miniatures now, and this was just super fun. So let me turn around and show you my shelf and the stuff I picked. I've got a little spotlight on this, so it's kind of showing shadows in the background, but here is my bookshelf, and I have a bunch of books. I have the flowers, I have a little picture frame, I have a camera, vintage camera and a little Mickey ear hat. And then I had just, oops, I had just put this on the shelf. So I definitely want to get a few more books to add. And then this is the blank book. And like I said, it comes with the choice of book covers that you want. So you just peel this off. I pre-peeled it a little bit because sometimes it's a little tricky to get the backer off. And you're just going to place that, and I did it by placing the binding where I want it, because that's the main part that you're going to see when your book is sitting on the shelf, or maybe the top when you if you do a stack like this. But I thought this was so cool because these are all real books that either I've read or want to read, or read as a child. And so you add that and you've got your next piece. I'll show you a little bit closer some of the curio items. They have, this is, like I said, the vintage camera, which is so cool. There's a lot of detail in these little prints, so that's fun. And then she is working on more Disney items. So you saw a couple in the video. I think you saw this one too, but it is an ear hat. It has the Disney D in there, and it's hollow. Maybe I could have a little something that this could go on the head. And then she gave me a couple others to show you guys. She's working on more Disney items, but this is Pascal. So you got your little chameleon there. He's so cute. I'll set him on top of the shelf right now. And then she also did a train to represent Runaway Railway. Just adorable. And that's it. So really fun market. I apologize for not having more footage of the vendors, but definitely check them out at Magical Meetups on Instagram, and check out Quills and Curios, and let me know what you think of this tiny bookshelf. I love it, and I think it's just to sit on a shelf to be for fun. So very cool. Hope you enjoyed it.